We got a good injury update on Wilyer Abreu that we're going to break down in today's video. We're also going to talk about the decision to make Masataka Yoshida the leadoff man in the lineup. And on top of that, we're going to talk about the Red Sox loss to the Arizona Diamondbacks. Welcome into the Red Sox Rundown. I am your host, Jack Lauderay. If you love the Red Sox, make sure you share this video with other friends that also love the Red Sox. I want to make this the biggest Red Sox community on the internet. And as we get closer to the playoffs, as we push towards the end of the season, I want to have this community ready to lock in for October. So I'm going to make a deal with you. If we get 10 shares, 10 separate people share this video, I will do a Q&A video this week answering your guys' questions and featuring you on a video. If you want me to do a Q&A video later this week, hit that subscribe button and share the video with a friend. 10 shares gets a Q&A video this week. Let's start with Wilyer Abreu. So we talked in yesterday's video about the potential of Wilyer running for the first time yesterday and whether or not this is make or break for the team, which at this rate, I think it kind of is. And we'll talk about it when we get into the recap of the game, but we are getting close to panic mode, I think, for this team, just the way that they have been looking. But we got a good injury update from Cora yesterday. Here's what he had to say about Wilyer Abreu. He said he ran yesterday and he ran today. So yesterday and the day before. I just texted him. He feels okay. It wasn't at full speed, but he felt better than the last time he tried. It's the start of the progression. I don't know as far as a timetable, but it's good news. Thank the baseball gods. Wilyer Abreu has started to run. Now, we talked about yesterday how if it went well, they were shooting for the end of this coming week against the Yankees in the series at home. I feel like that's not in play. I don't think that that's that reasonable, like that's very reasonable, because he said it wasn't full speed, the running, and he's still progressing. He doesn't have a timetable. So I'm pessimistic of him being ready to go this upcoming weekend, but crazier things have happened in this world. I don't need to overstate how big of an addition this would be back to the lineup. We've watched this lineup for the last 3 days since Roman Anthony went down, and it's done basically nothing. Wilyer Abreu could be a difference maker with one swing of the bat every time he walks up to the plate, and that is a type of stability that you need in this lineup that you just don't have right now. You also fill the outfield spot that's currently being held by Nate Eaton every single night. Do I even need to say more? Send Wilyer some good vibes. Let's hope he heals quickly. Let's hope he's back. I mean, I would hope he's going to be back, at the end of the week. Again, I'm a little pessimistic about that, but crazier things have happened. Send him the good vibes. Spam the 52s in the comments. Show him that Red Sox Nation has his back. And like I said, hopefully he is back at the end of the week when the Red Sox take on the Yankees. So Masataka Yoshida led off yesterday. That was weird. And Cora had some thoughts on it. And let's talk about it. Here's what Cora had to say on Masataka Yoshida leading off for the Red Sox. He said he had a good game the other day. We're trying to keep Jaron, Trevor, and Nate together. Run producers. They've been good with runners in scoring position and all of that stuff. So we'll give it a shot and see what happens. We talked about it yesterday in the 7th inning, and I asked him, have you ever led off? He said, a little while ago. I asked if he'd feel uncomfortable about it, and he said, no, it's the same at bat. Nothing's gonna change. I don't know if I love that decision. Masa is not what I would consider a spark plug to a lineup. I think the reason why Jaron last year was so successful was because he was constantly making contact, hitting the ball in the outfield, and extending bases. Those singles turned into doubles, those doubles turned into triples. He would instantly be a spark plug for the offense at the beginning of a game. Roman Anthony did that to an extent as well. He wasn't extending singles to doubles, doubles to triples. He doesn't have the speed of Durant, but he was constantly, consistently hitting the ball hard, hitting it into gaps, getting on base, starting the offense hot. Masa is not that. Masa is okay. He's a league average major league bat, but he's not like an ultra difference maker. Jarren Duran and Roman Anthony are ultra difference makers. Masataka Yoshida led off last night's game with his signature roll-up ground ball to second base, which he has done a majority of the at-bats he's taken this year. That's not a difference maker. And to start off a game, to lead off a game, you want a difference maker. I get the sentiment from Cora of we want to keep Trevor, Jarren, Nate together, and we want them together with runners on. I get that sentiment. But if you lead Jarren off, he gets on base, then you have Bregman up to bat, and then after that you've got Trevor and Nate. You would hope there's a better shot that there are runners in scoring position with those top two. In my opinion, I'd feel great with a Jarren Duran, Alex Bregman 1-2. I get it hasn't worked that well this year, and Jarren Duran has had a lot he's had to work through, a lot he's had to work on. But still, at the end of the day, I am much more confident with Jarren Duran leading off than I am Masataka Yoshida. Again, Yoshida has his spurts, he has his moments, but he's not an ultra difference maker like a Roman or a Duran. He's just not. And I don't. My mind short-circuited when I saw Yoshida was leading off yesterday. Here's a little more from Cora. He's talking about how Yoshida has to step up with Roman down. Here's what he says. He said it's very important. This is a guy we've envisioned as a great hitter. When he's locked in, he hits the ball hard. He gets on base at a high rate. That's what we expect. Talking to Pete Fatsi in the group, they felt like he's getting close last week. So hopefully today he can continue with that. He went 1-for-4 with an RBI. Not the worst day. A lot of guys went 0-for with strikeouts, but not really what you're looking for from your leadoff hitter. I mean, Jarren Duran went 2-for-4 with a K. I'd take that for my leadoff hitter. Again, the offense really didn't do much at all, but again, that's the part of it. Like, if you've got Duran leading off the game, he hits a ball into the gap and extends it to a double. I mean, that's a very different start to a game than Masataka Yoshida rolling over to the second baseman. So I didn't love it. We'll see if they try it again in the future, but it wouldn't be my first choice to have Masa leading on. I mean, I don't want him in the lineup at all. That's just the world we live in. He has to be in the lineup pretty much every day. But I don't want him in the lineup, let alone leading off, but it is what it is. You let me know, though. What were your thoughts? Did you like Masataka Yoshida leading off? Type Y for yes if you did. Type N for no if you did not. I really want to hear your guys' thoughts on this, because am I in the minority here, not wanting him to lead off? You let me know. Y for yes, N for no, let me know down below. While you're down there, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are putting out videos every single day for you guys. Short form recaps after every single game. Minute long little highlight recaps so you don't have to watch the game. I cover everything you need to know. And then long form videos with the latest news, injury rumors, roster rumors, all of the above. When we get into the offseason, it'll be trade rumors, free agency rumors. We're going to break down all of the contracts. Trevor Story, Lucas Giolito, Alex Bregman, all potential free agents. All of that is going to happen. And on top of that, postseason watch parties, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't miss out. We are growing like a rocket right now. Join in on the movement. Join the family. I guarantee if you love the Red Sox, you're going to love the content that we post here on the channel. One thing I didn't love, though, was the Red Sox losing 5-1 to the Arizona Diamondbacks. I just want to make it abundantly clear that I don't think the Diamondbacks are that good of a team. They're now a game over 500, but I still don't think they're that good of a team. But yeah, Lucas Giolito just didn't do like you needed. If there was one thing you needed, it was a good starting pitcher outing. because Crochet didn't give you one. You still won that game, but you didn't give him one. Brandon Bernardino, then you have the bullpen game, which absolutely was horrible. And then Peyton Tolley didn't pitch well 2 nights ago. You needed Lucas Giolito, who has been like the poster child of consistency, to have a good performance. And it just didn't happen. 5 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned runs, 3 walks, 2 Ks. He labored through those 5 innings, through 94 pitches. He got into the 6th, but he couldn't get an out. And look, like, 2 of the 4 runs came on an error. Would it have been an inning double play? Who's to say? It seemed like a really bang play. You might have gotten 1 out at the very least. But still, a lot of runners on base, not a lot of swing and miss, only 2 Ks. Again, a very laboring outing for Giolito. The momentum, again, it just didn't work. The D-backs scored 3 runs in the 2nd inning. From that point on, you're like, this game might be cooked. I don't know if the Red Sox are even going to be able to score 3 runs, let alone, the D-backs end up scoring 5. Like, yeah, bad start to the game. That was like the last thing you could have happen, was the D-backs go up like 2, 3, 4 runs. And it did. And it wasn't great. Justin Wilson pitches a good 6th. Greg Weissert gives up another run, absolute backbreaker. Brandon Bernardino finishes out the game. Yeah, just not a great day. But your offense again. I think the biggest story of the day is your offense. Lucas Giolito didn't pitch great, but the offense was just as bad. 7 hits, no walks, 9 Ks. Your bottom 3 went a combined 3, 6, 7, 8, 10. Your bottom 3 went a combined 1 for 10 with 4 Ks. Yeah, not great at all. The only person to have a multi-hit game was Jarren Duran. He went 2 for 4 with a K. Yoshida had the lone RBI of the day, scoring Nate Eaton. And yeah, 1 for 3 with runners in scoring position. He left 6 on base. No fight. Just no fight. There was no fight tonight. There were some opportunities with runners on base, and you either struck out or you just couldn't do anything with it. The 4th inning, 2 runners on. Carlos Narvaez strikes out. It's just a damn nothing burger from this team. And I'm just going to say it again. I've said it over the last few nights because people said I was overreacting when the Roman Anthony injury happened. You're 0 for 3 since Roman got injured. You haven't won a game. And a lot of that has to do with how bad your offense has looked. You can also credit that to the bad starting pitching performances, but your offense has done really nothing since Roman got hurt. And everyone wanted to say I was overreacting when I said this is a really big deal, and the fact that Roman's going to miss the rest of the regular season at the very least is a big deal. People kept saying I was overreacting and I needed to relax. And no, I think we can all agree now that reaction was very warranted. It's not a coincidence that since Roman got hurt, your offense has gone basically dead quiet and you have not won a game. Again, you can also blame the starting pitching for that, but if your offense isn't going to put up runs, I don't know. So I tweeted this last night. Last night was a bad night for me. Not only did my alma mater, Arizona State, lose on a walk-off touchdown with 30 seconds left, and my second favorite team, the Michigan Wolverines, lost on the road to the Oklahoma Sooners, and then the Red Sox lost. Like, it was a pretty rough night for me last night as a sports fan. So, I tweeted, is this the start of the Red Sox collapse? I'm not going to go that far because, again, as we look at the standings, you're still 4.5 games up on the Royals for the last wild card spot. You're still 3.5 up on the Mariners. But home field advantage is fading quickly. You're a game and a half back in New York now, and I get you play New York at the end of this week, so you're able to hop them. You're 3.5 back of New York, and you're 4.5 back of Toronto. And there's, I believe, 19 games left in the season. Now, again, it would have to be a circa 2011 collapse, but have we seen anything over the last few days that garners any confidence that this team will not collapse? I'm not convinced. I don't feel great. I feel very uncomfy right now about the team's prospects and how this team looks shaping up for the last few weeks of the season. I don't feel good. Again, I'm not pushing the panic button yet, but we're getting close. And hopefully Wilyer's back soon, and hopefully this offense can start, stringing together some games. But we're getting to that territory, and it's not a great feeling at all. I'm going to end with this. Do you think the Red Sox win a game in this series? Do you think they avoid the sweep today? You got Brayan Bello on the mound. I don't know. You let me know. Yes or no. Simple yes or no down below in the comments. Do the Red Sox avoid getting swept in this series? That's where we're going to end it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Those links are going to be down in the comments and description of today's video. We'll be back later today with another recap short. We'll be back tomorrow with another full-length video. You already know the deal. Share the video with a friend. 10 shares. We'll do a Q&A later this week. That's it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And until next time, go Sox.